It is June 2nd, Monday, June 2nd. I'm actually on my way for my first training session as a hostess. Just did the first training, and then I got a free lunch afterwards, which was nice. Alright, 2/3 of the day done. Just finished with babysitting. Oh my god. The life and the makeup slowly drain away. Monday through Thursday, I have acting from 6:45 to 10. However, because it is our 3rd semester and we are putting on a show, Mondays are always just rehearsals.
How am I different?
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd. 1 second. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd. I'm actually preparing right now for a meeting. This is an agent for commercial work. And basically, agents, for those of you that maybe aren't familiar, agents basically help you get auditions for things that you might otherwise not be able to audition for. 2 weeks ago, I spent the entire Friday basically updating my acting resume, aka creating it from scratch because I didn't like my old one. I edited my acting reel. Yeah, I feel like this week, June actually, 3rd day of June, is kind of where like my post-corporate life is starting to take form, because April and May were kind of a unique time. I left my job and I was immediately really focused on acting school. It's kind of like a transition period, I guess. Like, now that we've had this weird awkward transition phase where I was kind of living off savings and really unsure of like not making any choices, I guess, on like where I wanted to go next. Now my life is starting to take form. Yesterday I had my first day of hostess training at the restaurant. Kind of interesting. Spent all day bringing people to their tables, and then after the rehearsals I came home and I edited an old YouTube video because I'm always editing and catching up on old YouTube videos. So I just finished one from the beginning of April and it's June. But yeah, I finished that at 2 a.m. So that was my day yesterday. If you go back to 6 months ago at the start of this year, 2025, I was so uncertain and so afraid to take the leap to quit my job, because in a way I feel like my job was a bit of a safety net for me to kind of put off the things that I've always wanted, but simultaneously was obviously too scared or felt like maybe not ready. And then I was just really scared of leaving. I was just so uncertain. There's so much fear in this economy. I do live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. I felt a lot of fear. I wasn't sure, and I had like a plan A, which was essentially what I did. Like, I put in a 2 weeks notice in February and I was done by mid-March. So that was plan A. And my plan B was to stay all the way until June. Get close to the end of the acting program, you know, work until summer, couple of other logistical things. So that would be around like a week from now is when I would be putting in my 2 weeks if I went with my plan B. Now, between plan A and plan B, I was very torn. Something about working until June again felt super duper safe because, you know, that much more financial runway, that much more buying like time before making like a big change in my life, which I also didn't know how the change would go. I didn't know if I would regret it. That was like my big thing. I'm like, what if I regret it? But I've been checking in with myself every couple of weeks and like, I don't regret it at all. Yesterday, I had a full day ahead of me, right? And in the morning, I was like tired. Wanted to go back to bed. But then I thought about those mornings that I would also wake up tired and wanting to go back to bed, but instead I was expected to go into the office. And I thought about what a day of that would have been like. And I just felt so grateful for the day that I had in front of me yesterday. Because it's something about just like feeling a lot more aligned and excited about life. And I feel like when you have that feeling, it's worth listening to. And ultimately, the reason why I decided to go with plan A was because I knew that the transition was going to take some time before I got things figured out. And I didn't want that all to hit me around summertime or fall. Especially, I didn't want that to come right as my acting program ended. I wanted to kind of build the momentum first so that when my program ended, I had things already set in stone, like income streams, my mindset, this acting agent hopefully. Those extra months that you need basically to get settled in a big transition, it made a really big difference. So that's my story. I'm just excited to, you know, pursue this life. A lot of times I wake up and I think it's unreal because I think previous versions of myself has dreamed about things like this, dreamed about me leaving my corporate job to go be a hostess, a babysitter, whatever, so that I can focus more on building my dream career. Yet I also had the fear that what if that never happens? But now here we are, and I have no idea what's gonna happen next. And honestly, I think that that's where all the magic of life happens. Guys, I am represented. I have an agent! This agent is specifically for print and commercial work, so I still gotta find an agent for like film and TV. But you know, we're making some progress nevertheless, so hopefully you can see me in a commercial one day. About to pick up the girls from school, take her to soccer practice. Alright, girls had soccer for a bit. I am going to grab a coffee for myself. I love summer.
How am I different? How am I different?
I gotta head back in a sec, but it is breezy. But like when I was young, I used to always think, oh, like what kind of adult am I going to be? I just turned 24, so like yeah, I have the rest of my 20s ahead of me, late 20s and then 30s. But I'm kind of like, okay, so this is the kind of person. Kind of life. I'm gonna go pick up a girl from soccer practice. She's so funny. And after this, I'm gonna go back to the acting studio. Alright, it's time to go.
You say that you'll always love me, that you'll never leave me blue. Don't you know that that's all fantasy? Don't you know it's not true?
Okay, today is Wednesday. Today's just like yesterday. Go pick up the girl from the bus stop, and then hang out with her until it's time to go to acting class again.
You feel this way when you say that you're in love with me. Do you really know what you mean? Or are you saying it because you've heard of it? Or because of something you've seen? Oh, don't believe